Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in for another Hope at the End of the Tunnel podcast. Super excited. Tonight, we have another special guest on with us. You know, we are all about bringing you real stories with real moms to remind you there is that hope at the end of the tunnel. I am one of your co hosts, Juanita Woodson, joined by my lovely co host, Joy Westphalo. And Joy,
Yes, so we have Miss Dani Nicole. I actually met Dani last year for the Moments for Mom um conference, and we were both in the same book, Moments for Mom Volume 3. We will be in Moments for Mom Volume 4, right?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, I'm
So
there.
I'm excited about all the things. So Miss Dani, just let our guests know what you want them to know about you.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you, ladies, for having me on the podcast. I follow you guys on social media. I'm super excited to be a part of this great community. So, thank you. So, for those who don't know, I am Dani Nicole, and I am an author, an entrepreneur, a mentor now. A friend of mine said I'm her mentor, so I'm a mentor now. I know. I
I
was like,
like
what,
that.
me? So, yeah, the Lord is working on me with that, but I'm a mentor now. And I'm originally from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but I now reside in Charlotte, North Carolina. I've been here 6 years now, and I love it. My author journey started really in Charlotte. That's where I really took that step to become the author that I am today. So I'm happy to be here in Charlotte. I love it. I told family this is where I'm going to be, so you gonna come visit.
That's right.
I'm not moving nowhere else. Um, but one thing is that my writing. So if you don't know, I'm a fiction author. I've written self help, which is the Moments for Mom volume. I also created a positive affirmation coloring book. So I really want to write in the different genres. Like that's the goal for me. I have a thriller that I want to write, also, and I have a horror that I want to write. So I kind of want to dabble in a couple of different genres, but currently I write for those healing from heartbreak, uh, craving deep love, and choosing themselves.
Wow.
yes, well, I'm excited to learn a little bit more about you. I know you're already a part of our community, so we get to keep up with some of the amazing things that you are doing. So, Miss Danny, tonight we're talking to moms, right? So, can you explain or maybe describe what this season of motherhood feels like for you in one word?
This season of motherhood, right now, ooh, just one? No, I'm kidding. I would say self-awareness. Um, um, because the older I'm getting, the more aware I'm becoming, especially with my youngest son. He's going to be 14. So I'm just becoming self-aware of what he likes. Well, a self-awareness of myself. Let's say that first. Because, like I said, I'm getting older. And then my son, I'm trying to listen more. He's a teenager and he's a young man. So that's it's different now, and so I'm becoming mm, aware of what he likes and what he enjoys, and listening more
Mm.
as I'm older. Yeah, so I guess the self-awareness for me, but then also awareness of my child's feelings and needs and wants as well.
I like that. That means a lot because some parents will shut their kids down, and kids aren't supposed to have feelings. But let's
Hmm.
be honest, we all have feelings,
Yes.
and sometimes their feelings are. Most times their feelings are valid, and that way, once we do have awareness of what's going on, you leave that line of communication open.
Yes.
Um, so I like that self
Thank
aware.
you. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So you mentioned that you always dreamed of writing, right? As a child. What made you pursue that dream as an adult?
So What made me pursue it now? Yeah, so I guess so I'm a 70s baby. So I grew up in the 70s and 80s, and I've always liked writing. I've always liked reading. Like reading was I still do it now. I can read right now and block everybody out. But there wasn't opportunities then. I didn't feel like I had the resources as I was growing up. I was a mom in my 20s the first time I had my older two. And so life was life, and I was raising kids, I was working, I was trying to maintain, you know, that whole mom thing. And so it wasn't until I got a little bit older and I started seeing opportunities for authors, because that just wasn't a thing back then. Like you can't make money, you know, being an author, being an artist. And so it kind of just fell by the wayside because that was stuck in my mind. You need a job, like you need to make
Right.
money to raise your kids. And so, but as I got older and I just started to venture out a little more and take a little more risk out there, and just start doing it for me and start realizing, hey, people are out here writing books and writing movies and writing scripts. Like that could be me one day. Like I can have that dream. So, and I didn't publish my first book till 2024. I was 50, but better late than never, right?
That's right.
And so there we go.
I love it. I love it. So do you feel like as a mom, because you mentioned you were raising your kids, you were doing the mom thing, do you feel like as a mom, you maybe put your dreams on the back burner? And then what advice would you give to another woman to remind them that they can be mom, but they can also fulfill their dreams, their purpose too?
Absolutely. Absolutely. That is exactly what I did. I just didn't feel like I had the time or the space to to live my dream because and I'm a single mom at that. So it's not like I can say, to my husband, I need to go out, take care of the kids or things like that. And I was in school at one time doing night school. So but other than that, there was like no room for me to even pursue that. But now I would tell a young mom or mom now, you can do both. You can have it. You can have it all. Like it's going to take some discipline
Mhm.
and some consistency and some obedience because you got to make time to cultivate your dream. But you can have it all. Why not? Go
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah. I like how you mentioned consistency and discipline because that's with anything now. You have to have consistency and discipline,
Yes.
right? Especially with me with this workout thing.
See?
Yes.
Oh wow, yeah. Okay, so how did your first anthology in 2013 shape was that 20? I just missed
Yeah, it was.
it.
It
Okay.
was. It was 2013.
Because I was
Um,
like, was that supposed to be?
yeah,
I looked at
yeah.
that question too. I said 2013. So you've been a published author for longer.
I'm yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had to really that was that reflection. Like I had to sit here and think, "Oh, I did." And that was almost 10, 12 years ago. Wow. See, it's all come around. So yes, in 2013, I worked at my former pastor and church in Milwaukee, Village Ministries, under the leadership of Pastor E. Ramona Owens. So one of her members' sister is a publisher, and she had the idea to let's write a book, let's write a devotional,
Okay.
from the heart of God, a 365-day devotional. And so there was 19 of us, some members, some non-members, who jumped on board, and we were given how many chapters we wanted. It was like each chapter was a day of the year, and so you could choose. Like I chose my birthday. I chose like I think I have like 6 days or 7 out of that year, and I wrote what was specific to me, and why I chose those days of the year. But that anthology, at the time, it was new to me to even write. but it allowed me to express my feelings and step out on faith and step out of my comfort zone because I still was not comfortable even sharing or being vulnerable about my personal life, or because I spoke about my brother in 2013 because my twin brother passed in 2011, and so I had a chance to share that experience.
Yeah.
So that was vulnerability. Like I don't do the vulnerability, and so it gave me a chance to step out on faith and cultivate what's the publishing even then. That's full circle come out now.
Well, I'm definitely sorry to hear about your brother because especially that being your twin, like I
Mhm.
know that, I lost my two twin brothers back to back 2024, 2023, 2022. So I know like how in sync that twins are, right?
Yes, yes.
So what was that like for you? If you can share, I know you said you don't
Two.
like being vulnerable, so I don't want to go too deep if you're
Mhm.
not ready for that. But what was it like for you as a mom experiencing like the loss of someone so close to you?
So it was hard. And the first year, so the year after he passed, when we had a birthday, I think that first year was the hardest because I remember telling my mom, like, to this day, I was like, I don't know if I was like, I don't know if I can if I can have a birthday. Like I don't feel like it's my birthday because my brother isn't here.
Yeah.
So and and that was like the year after. But it got better. But that was that one point where I said, I don't want to do birthday. Like I don't want to know what to say happy birthday. Like I don't want to do anything. And my mom was like, no, it's still your day. I mean, you still were born, it's still your born day. But that might have been the most difficult part. It's just realizing, because we did everything together. And then just to have that, to realize, oh wow, like I can't call him up and be like, what we doing today? Or what, because he worked at the club. He was a bouncer. I didn't go to the club, but we had our own thing. But and so not to have that, that took some time to just realize I still had a born day and I still should celebrate my day.
I
Yeah.
know. I'm sorry. See, I was like, I didn't want to go deep, but I
Yeah,
think
no, you guys are my sisters, so it's
Right.
it's fine.
You
I
know, I'm glad that you birthdays are special to me. They are very important to me. I know a lot of people that don't celebrate birthdays. So Danny, I am glad that you found that piece again to celebrate. And for me, I don't do holiday. I don't really do holidays
Mhm.
just because of some I need to grow out of that. Just some childhood trauma. When my parents got
Mhm.
divorced, we had to do separate things. But my birthday is like a holiday. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? So I
Mhm.
real deal celebrate my birthday. And I just feel like everybody, when God wake you up on that day, that is a special day. You're getting old. Like people don't even like to tell how old they are. Oh, I can't tell. It's a big secret. But I'm like, God has blessed you to see another year in your right mind.
Yes,
So I'm glad that you're able to find that peace.
yes, yes. Thank you.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
that.
That means a lot. And I'm sure you've helped someone that's watching this that's probably dealing. Because I've met a lot of people that's like, birthdays aren't, you know,
Yes, yes.
special.
But it
Mhm,
is. It
mhm.
really, it's a blessing. It
Yeah.
really is a blessing.
yeah, to be able to find that peace again. So it kind of goes into that next question, right?
Mhm.
So I know you're a contributing writer for Moments for Moms magazine. Super excited to have you continue pouring into our community. So in your article, you quoted Matthew 17 and 20 about faith as small as a mustard seed. So how has that scripture carried you through some of your difficult times in life?
Yeah, I have to look to that scripture a lot when I feel like my faith is wavering because it's not always the strongest, even now, because life be life, and and my
Yes.
faith my faith, wants to waver. But I was thinking about that question, and I realized that faith doesn't have to be loud. Sometimes it's just quiet. It's a quiet decision to keep going one day at a time. And and I have to encourage myself too. Okay, Danielle, you know that you got to keep the momentum going. That you got to keep the faith. It's all going to work out. Everything is working out the way God has planned it. So I got to talk to myself too about the faith wavering and get back on track. And and keep moving forward.
Ooh. So, for someone struggling to hold on to faith right now, encouragement would you share?
Okay, so I had to write this down because this kind of touched me. This kind of got me thinking. So, uh, faith isn't about never doubting. It's about holding on, when, even with trembling hands. Your spark is still enough.
I like that. Okay.
That's a quote.
Because you didn't let go. Still
Right.
going. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So what do you, because I know you mentioned like it's different, right? So you have two older kids and
Hmm.
you started all over again.
How old are your kids? 14 is the baby.
14's the baby. My oldest are 29 and 27.
Yeah. You started all
Yeah.
over.
Yeah. Whoa.
So can you share for a mom who maybe is in that same journey as you, who started over, or who may be getting ready to or thinking about starting over? Like, can you give any like um words of encouragement or advice to see that light at the end of the tunnel?
Yes. Yeah. Well, there is light at the end of the tunnel, so I can say that. Um, it it was a challenge because I'm a different age. Like I was in my
Mhm.
20s with my older two, and then I was in my 30s with my younger. So that maturity, I matured for sure. And I'm more intentional about the time I spend with him, and try not to just rush through life. Like, because when I was younger, I was working, I was trying to go back to school, I was trying to make a good life for the older two, and just keep it moving, and make sure they have what they needed. But I didn't stop to really take care of me. And so
Mm.
as I got older and a little wiser, I'm making time for me. I'm making time to communicate more with my son. There is light at the end of the tunnel, and it's just a challenge that it's like a juggling act, but
Mhm.
it can be done with the faith. Keep the faith and know that God's got your back. And that's how I got to keep going.
Finding that balance.
Yes.
And I think like starting over isn't always a bad thing.
No.
Because you definitely learn
Yeah.
from yeah, and then it's like you definitely do things different. You
Yes.
may be do you find yourself maybe a little bit more lenient now?
Yes. They would. Oh my gosh, they would tell you that. My my older two say that when I go back home to visit. Yes,
Mhm.
they think I'm just so much lenient on their little brother. A little bit, but it's just happened
Right.
that
At
way.
this point, who has time to do all that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I ain't got time for that. It's whatever. Yes, a little bit.
Oh, my bad. We'll
That's
mark this part out because I was over here just weak because I'm thinking about how grandparents are, how
mhm. Oh,
grandparents were with like us as kids
yes,
Which
and
yes,
how they are with their grandkids. So
grandchildren?
it makes me start to just visualize
yes.
Yeah.
They
the
are
grandkids get away with anything. So
everything. The grandkids get away with everything. When I tell you everything,
that's
everything.
funny. I'm sorry. I was over here just sitting
You
here
go ahead. You can
thinking
answer the
about
next
that.
question.
Oh yeah. So in 2024, you described having a season of self-reflection. So what did that year teach you about yourself and then your walking with God?
So that year, I turned 50 last year, and I had a moment of thinking, okay, what have I done this far that I've done for me?
Mm.
Like literally, like what has what have I done for me all this time? And I need to do more of that, and I need to do more self care
Mm.
for myself. because like I said, just job and the children, and even not even the kids because they were older, my older two, but I had my younger child. I was in a relationship at the time, so I was doing a lot of stuff, but I wasn't taking care of me as much as I should have. And so that self-reflection was like, Danielle, you gotta these next 50 years, because I kept telling people I'm a half a century. Oh my God. We would laugh about it, but they were like, stop saying that. But so I said, but the next half of my life, it's got to be different. And the next half of my life is going to be better. Now that I've actually like published my own book, like singly, I was like, okay, I got some work to do, right? I got some stuff that I in my mind, some creative things that I need to get out, and so I got to work on me so I can get that out there for the people to read because
And
I
you
can't do it.
She looked good for 50. I'm sorry.
so
Oh,
good, so
well,
good.
well, thank you. I'm one
Yeah.
of those people that don't say my age, but you know what? Whatever.
Right, girl, you rocking 50. You hear me? People gonna be like, you old. Yes.
Well,
So
thank
let
you.
me ask you something. What does self care look like for you? Because self care looks different to so many people. And I had a friend to ask that question, and I was sitting here thinking, like, what does self care look like for me?
Yes, yes,
So I'm just curious to know what does self care look like for you?
yeah. That is a good question. And I had time to reflect. That was a reflection too, of what is self care for Danny. Like, and it's not. At first, I used to think it had to be the physical, the nails and the hair. But with all that, I still was having some issues, with depression and not caring for myself because the outer was beautiful, right? But my mind was not coinciding with the outside. So the self-care is getting my mind right and mentally being able to continue this next half of my life in my right mind. And I'm seeing a therapist now because I said, you know what? Me, God, and the therapist got to work together.
Yes, and that is good. And I totally agree with you because getting my hair done, getting my nails done, getting a pedicure is not self care. That's maintenance for me.
That's
Yeah.
work.
It is work. I absolutely hate doing all the above, but I get it done because I do like for my hair to be done. So it makes you feel good when your hair's done. And I say, you know what? Working out for me is my self care because it gets my mental right.
Yes.
I'm able to deal with people, and
Mm,
it gives me a natural energy. I don't
yes.
have to have a coffee and things. So that's what I was wondering, like, what did that look like? And when you said the mental thing, I'm
Mm,
like, you know what? Okay, so okay, it makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah. I got to get that because
Hmm.
that mind wanders, and it's got to be right.
Right. It's
Yeah.
just
What works for you? I think you
right. What for you?
decide like what
Right.
works for you because for me, the same joy. Like I like getting my hair done, my nails done, toes, all the things, but that's work. I'm sitting in one spot for how
Yes.
hours?
Right.
Couple of
And I
hours.
cannot doze off because I'm trying to be aware of my
Yeah.
surroundings. Okay. Anyway, so this is a good question here. You talked about letting go of relationship that no longer added value.
Yes.
What was the hardest part about that? And what freedom did you find on the other side?
Um. So the hardest part was because there was love there. Like
Mhm.
the prior relationship, I loved them. I mean, we were together 9 years,
Mhm.
so there was love there, but I just hit a point where I was feeling like, where was Danny? Like, Danny was hidden in the relationship. Danny was hidden in the job, working. Danny was hidden as a mom, but who is Danny? Like, what does Danny like to do? What are the things that Danny does to take care of herself? And so I had to, reflect on that. Um, and I found the freedom to be my authentic self and to love myself after reflecting on that because I thought I did. But when I really sat back and thought about what does Danny need, I need to
Mhm.
love myself more. And
For
I
sure.
need to be me and not try to be some like someone else or be who someone said I am because I'm a child of God and that's who I am first and foremost. But then I'm authentic and I need to love myself first. Yeah.
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 Listen, y'all. So I connected with Danny last year, 2023 or 2024. Keep forgetting what year we are. She's
Yeah.
so much bolder and who she is and the way that she shows up. Like I'm so proud of who she has grown to be and who I know she is in this short amount of time. You just show up like so much calmer, bolder, wiser, and I think that it's definitely a testament to your year of self-reflection that you had. I can tell. I see like that light at the end of the tunnel. I think
Yeah, yeah.
God is
Yeah.
showing you. Yes.
Yes.
So
Yeah, thank you.
absolutely.
I love it.
So what does hope at the end of the tunnel look like for you?
Hmm. Hope at the end of the tunnel. Um well, it's not an ending because it's still I'm still growing and I'm still learning. Myself, in particular. Um, but learning and reflecting on, where life has taken me from like before to now. And my hope isn't ending. Like I continue to keep that hope at the light. That I know that no matter what's going on, like in the midst of it all, like God still got me. And so that keeps me hoping like every day. It's just a daily process, like one day at a time. God wake me up today. Like I still have to 11:59 p.m. So that means I still got time to get it right. And
Mhm.
then He wake me up tomorrow. I got 24 hours to work on me and keep hope alive.
I love it. I love it.
That's true
Really?
because think about how many people that just they don't even take advantage of the time that they
No.
have or the next day.
Yeah.
You
Yeah. I was
know.
that person, but I was like that. By no means have got it all together because I was that person. And I was like, oh man, it's going to be another day at work. How was
Mm,
work? Just work, but it took growth and it just took some things happening and growing up to realize like each day, like when I get to work, stop rushing the time away. Really focus
definitely rush it.
on, because I'll be like, oh my God, it's only 10 o'clock.
Well, Miss Danny, you are a
Plus Danny,
person.
she all in my office right now.
Okay. You know, my dad used to say that he'll be like, "Why you rushing a day away?" And I'm like, "I'm only rushing the work hours away,
Yeah,
not anything
right.
else." Like, no, don't you rushing your life away? And I'm like, okay.
Good self-reflection though, because I think we had on Valencia and she said like the hardest part, you already got through the hardest part because you got up. Now you just have to make it through the work day.
Yes,
Got through
Right,
the hardest part.
right,
So it's
right.
definitely, I appreciate when y'all can come on and y'all share those bits and pieces of wisdom because honey, I don't have it all together either and I need to hear what it
right,
can go
right,
to.
Yes, yes. It's a work. I'm a work in progress. I tell people I'm not judging you. I don't have a heaven and hell to put you in because I gotta work. I want to see the Lord and Him say, "Well done." Not
that's
you.
right,
Like my spirit man need working on. So I'm the last.
right. I get it.
This has been amazing.
Yeah. So, Miss Danny, if someone wanted to connect with you, how can they connect with you?
Yes, I'm glad you asked. So I am on Facebook at Dani Nicole. I'm also on Facebook at Dani Nicole the author, and then I'm on Instagram at Dani Nicole author. I had to I had to do a whole new thing on that one. So that's social media. I'm on Threads. I think I'm Dani Nicole on Threads too. I forget. I'm trying to remember. all of these social media handles. I do have a website, which is www.dannynicoletheauthor.com as well. Oh, and I'm on Authors Impact Hub. You can follow me there too. You can find
Come on, yes, connect with me. I love her. I love her light, y'all. She is just one of those people. You come across people who are just very genuine, and she is
Yeah.
definitely one of those people. I absolutely love it. Well, we appreciate you taking this time out, sharing a little bit about your journey. So she didn't sell it all, y'all. So you have to make sure that you go and connect with her,
it. Yes.
her
Yes.
book. Check out the magazine, all the great things that Dani has going on. Joy, did you have anything you want to share before we wrap up?
I didn't. It it was amazing, and
Thank
I'm
you.
excited to be a part of Volume 4 and the magazine again with
Yeah,
you.
me too. I'm excited about joining you ladies, and there's more ladies that have
Yeah.
joined for this next volume. So I'm excited. I can't wait till we get together again
See
and
you
we
in
have that
March.
sisterhood.
Yeah.
Because I don't have any sisters, so these type of things are important to me as well because there's a sisterhood, there's a community of women that I enjoy. I enjoy you guys. So I can't wait. It's gonna be like a sleepover all over
Yeah.
again.
Yep. It will. See you in March.
See you
Yes.
in March.
Wait, so y'all make sure that when you listen to this episode, share some feedback, leave one takeaway that you got from listening to Miss Dani's journey. Make sure you connect with us on social media, like, subscribe, and share with someone who needs to hear this episode. Until next time, y'all take care.
Okay. Bye.